Redfin holding on by their fingernails. Hey everybody, Scott Walters. Buckle up, strap in. I got a hard hitting, pull no punches, no sugarcoating, no rainbows, no sunshine. Just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show, everybody. I hope you're all doing great. This is like living through an episode of The Twilight Zone. Almost scary to watch the news. But for most of us here at the channel, we halfway expected it because we've talked about it in a way that's not fear-mongering. It's acknowledging the elephant in the room. And like I've always said, at least this is my belief, and I know many of you have adopted it or just are of like-minded people, if you halfway expect something, you'll be able to operate within it more efficiently. Millions of people don't know what we're talking about. When this plays out, they're going to be a deer in the headlights. How do I know that, you ask? Well, that was partially me in the last bubble. I didn't understand booms and busts the way I do today. And the way I work I found myself living in an episode of The Twilight Zone because during the crisis, it all comes back to the crisis, not for the crisis, we're not even talking. And I know we're scratching the surface as we heat map and monitor and temperature check and read between the lines and look between the cracks of the U.S. housing market because it's the biggest asset class in the world. If we lose it, we lose everything, my friends. It's happened before. It will happen again. It's now the percentage of likelihood. No longer if, always going to be when. Created the perfect storm to deliver the knockout blow. And guess who drank the Kool-Aid amongst all, more than anybody else? Redfin. Redfin, Open Doors, Zillow, all the high-flying tech real estate companies wanted to normalize this one. Mainstream media constantly, the red hot housing market, it's a great time to get in. Interviewing agents, yeah, it's a great time to get in. It's insane. I was like, are you kidding me? And that's when I came to the channel and created this channel and started warning people. Real estate bubble, they never sustain themselves. Not 1% of the time, not 2% of the time, 100% of the time, they have crashed. Bigger bubble, bigger blowback. And that's the waters we're now swimming in. So what are these companies that were doing so well in a bubble environment now doing? Well, they're grasping at straws. Today we're going to take a look and expose a little bit of what Redfin is currently doing on their website. So if and when you find yourself searching properties, which I strongly suggest you do, kick some tires. Kick some tires out there. The way you can kick tires, look at properties online, track them, see how they're doing, watch their price history, stuck on market, kiss of death. Price reductions, kiss of death again. Desperation, upside down. Cost to own, cost to rent. Do they pencil out? Maybe test it with an offer. Get a good old agent that's willing to roll up his sleeves and not sugarcoat it. That's what we're doing now, friends. That's what we're doing now. But what I'm seeing out of Redfin is a little bit shocking as an agent who represents buyers and sellers constantly. But in this case, we're talking about representing buyers. If we're looking on a site and we see a property and we contact our agent, we're now the buyer. We're going to test it with an offer. And one of the things I always come back to, I heard it said once and it resonated with me. You see, if you don't have your own agent and you walk in like a deer in the headlights to one of these open houses or click request tour on one of these websites, it's like going to court and not having a lawyer. Going to court and being exposed. Going to court and using the enemy, the other side, the opponent's attorney. You would never do that. Well, that's what Redfin apparently is trying to get you to do now. Fall into the hands of their agents so you don't get your own representation so you can potentially FOMO into a full price offer. Let's jump over today, take a look at this one, then we'll meet back here to wrap it up. Let's get started. All right, let's jump into today's property courtesy of our good friends over at Redfin. The first thing they want to do is FOMO you in by telling you this is a popular home and you better do a video chat before it's gone. So they want to tell you, buy this home without an agent and save over $5,000 in fees. But what they're not telling you is you might have to overpay by 20 to make that happen. Let's keep moving along. And who's our listing agent? You guessed it. Colette Lake Forest, a Redfin agent. This one is listed by Redfin. They want to double end the deal. Now they want you to go ahead and negotiate right over their website. Are you kidding me? Now they want to tell you draft your own terms. What they're really saying is send over all your financial statements. I think we get it. No thanks. Let's get back to the studio so we can wrap this one up. All right, friends, welcome back. So there you go. This is what Redfin is now resorting to. They want you to go ahead and click first. There's all about clicks in this game. Then they want you to use their agent. And they're saying you're going to save money. No, you're not. You're not going to save money because nobody's negotiating on your behalf. You're using the seller side, their agent. Their fiduciary duty is to protect the seller before you. Who did they have before you? They had a seller. They're under contract with the seller. I don't know. I don't necessarily think this is a good one. I don't necessarily think this is the sign of a healthy housing market. What I see here is desperation. What can we do to continue to market manipulate, try to stimulate do whatever we can to protect our bottom? They're not worried about you. They're clearly worried about their bottom line, but they're telling you, save money, let our agent double in this deal. That's really what they're saying. They're going to double in the deal so they don't have to pay commissions to your agent. And the cool thing about the buyer, you're not paying anything. It costs you $0 to work with an agent. The seller pays commissions. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator. Somebody wants to see you not only win in real estate, win in life. Understanding the biggest artificially created housing bubble ever produced in world history has reversed course, and desperation time for a lot of those big high-flying tech companies that I've shown you, stock values, haircuts on their way to zero, life support, and this is another desperation move, a grasping at straws, identification of exactly what we've talked about today. My job is to continue to keep you circle the wagons, keep you circled and surrounded with like-minded people, hanging with the winners. Don't jump on board with any of these bandwagons that are heading off a cliff. In my opinion, that's exactly what a lot of these are doing. We have to be level-headed realists in these times and understand the waters we're swimming in. Always have your own representation and always be willing to identify what the property's cost to carry is versus its rent range. Then it warrants an offer. If so, let's get them into negotiations, go to work the old-fashioned way and earn it. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there. Along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. It'd be our honor and our privilege to do so. Email in the description for you as well. Also, if you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, I know you're going to love the next video on your screen. And there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. And I'll see you on the next video.